Did you know there's something interesting about anime released before 2020? Most of the directors working on those anime weren't too concerned yet with broad audiences outside of Japan. It turns out the composition they used still followed traditional Japanese manuscript conventions. This is completely the opposite of the left-to-right composition based on our perspective. Fate anime might be considered quite visionary for choosing to use left-to-right composition, where its visual semiotics lean more toward a broad and global perspective, rather than the aesthetics of manga perspective and traditional Japanese writings. But this scene has positioning that feels actually different from your perspective. But from the perspective of a mangaka, this flow of positioning follows the general concept of manga or traditional Japanese manuscripts, which flow from right to left. But the scene you're looking at here still tells a story that aligns with what's actually happening, where Koyori acts as the leader when no one can bake any pastry, while Kana remains silent until, eventually, Koyori ends up exposing her own weakness. She actually said it in a proud like it's nothing. At first, I thought this was a form of comedy that deliberately reversed their role's position to create an element of surprise, or a kind of false accusation within the comedic framing. But when this scene appears, I feel something literally different from what I predicted. By using our visual literacy, the concept of a bullish chart always moves from left to right. You won't use reverse direction chart in your meeting presentation, right? That's why your subconscious mind will see good things are usually shown on the right side higher or bigger. As you can see here, in this position, it's very clear that the director uses deep staging, with Kanon appearing larger while Koyori is smaller. Especially after Kanon says that she can make cookies because she's made them before. But why Kanon positioned on the left? Did the director make a mistake? Or did they perhaps position the scenes randomly? Of course not. They're paid to be anime directors, not to create random scenery and just hope the audience likes it. So when I watched the entire episode, the character positioning they show is absolutely fascinating. All the visual semiotics I see in this episode are truly perfect. But position flipped from the usual left to right concept. And this made me feel something unique while watching this anime, because before the pandemic, anime wasn't that broad. Even anyone who watched anime and shared things related to Japan would be called a weeaboo or otaku. So the Japanese animation business back then focused mainly on targeting a specific category, especially anime and manga fans. Well, it's different with people nowadays. That's why anime directors in those years were focused on fishing in a pond of otaku manga and anime lovers, because their subconscious already built for this reverse composition. So, I hope this video gives you some inspiration to craft some new content. もちろん大好き